same time, Dominion is extra exciting because it's bringing back the original Jurassic Park trio of Jeff Goldblum, Sam Neill, and Laura Dern. Welcome to the Cinema Gold Show. I'm your host, Larry Lease. Today we're diving into the latest movie news from around the industry. But first, we'd like to thank our sponsor, Poddex, for sponsoring this episode. You can check them out today, poddex.com, and use the promo code Larry21 for 10% off your order. What is Poddex? It's a great question. I'm glad you asked. Poddex are unique interview questions and episode starting prompts in the palm of your hand. So whether you're a new podcaster or existing broadcaster looking to grow your audience or get more engagement, you're going to want to check out poddex.com and use the code Larry21 for 10% off your first order. And now, on to our first topic. Tickets are on sale now for The Batman. Probably one of the biggest movies of the year. I know I'm excited. On top of most moviegoer lists of anticipated films for 2022 is Matt Reeves The Batman, starring Robert Pattinson. And now fans can buy their tickets for the superhero epic. While tickets for the March 1st IMAX Fan Event quickly sold out, which I wanted to buy tickets for but don't have the money for, Batman fans around the world have another chance to be one of the first people to see The Dark Knight's next big screen adventure. You can buy your tickets at every major ticket and theater provider. AMC, Regal, Cinemark, IMAX, and Fandango are just a handful of options you have to buy your tickets for The Batman. IMAX has also released another new poster featuring a silhouetted Pattinson Batman somberly looking down against an eerie red backdrop that has been an infamous part of the film's marketing. On top of that, Fandango has released a new exclusive 27-minute interview with the cast. It features Pattinson, Jeffrey Wright, Zoe Kravitz, Paul Dano, Colin Farrell. The cast goes deep into the intricacies of Reeves' Gotham City, the work that influenced the film, and they all share stories about their first experiences with the Batman character. Pattinson also shares a fun story about his screen testing in George Clooney's Batcowl because it was the only one big enough for his head. You can watch the full interview on Fandango's website. When talking about the film, Fandango's managing editor, Eric Davis, said, "Fans can't wait for the first live-action solo Batman movie in 10 years. Matt Reeves' vision returns us to Batman's detective roots, and fans will enjoy Robert Pattinson's grittier and more daring take on Bruce Wayne and the Batman. A lot has been said about if we need another Batman film after almost 4 decades of the character being on the big screen in both live-action and animation. But from all the stellar marketing material thus far, the answer has been a resounding yes. Like Davis said, the film is putting the detective back in the world's greatest detective, which is something that most Batman movies have omitted up to this point. Even other mediums like the comics and games struggle with the aspect of the character, but the Batman's murder mystery element looks to be changing the narrative on that. There are so many question marks surrounding Bruce Wayne, the Riddler, and Gotham, all of which have Batman fans across the globe excited about this film. Fandango did a survey of over 2,000 moviegoers, with 92% of the people excited to see Batman return to his detective roots. 95% are excited to see Pattinson make his debut as the Dark Knight. And 61% of viewers plan to see the film in a premium format like IMAX or Dolby. Like Spider-Man before him, Batman is looking to be another savior for the movie-going experience. Excitement for the Batman is at an all-time high. We're less than a month away as the film releases on March 4th, and you can buy your tickets now. Let us know in the comments section below, are you excited for the Batman? Do you think it's going to be a good movie? Have you bought your tickets already? Let us know in the comments section below. And before we move on, please hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you liked the video. And now on to our second topic. The Jurassic World Dominion trailer has dropped. The original characters from Jurassic Park make their triumphant return in the official trailer for this year's Jurassic World Dominion. Dinosaurs are out in the world, and some familiar faces are back in the official trailer for Jurassic World Dominion. The final chapter in the blockbuster Jurassic World trilogy is finally within sight after the coronavirus pandemic delayed it by a year. Dominion was supposed to debut in June 2021, but when production was halted by the pandemic, Universal pushed it back to this year. The delay only served to increase anticipation for the movie, which sees the return of the trilogy's leading stars, Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard. Universal has already shared a few peeks at their characters in action via images, but any footage that's been revealed has kept things strictly to the real stars, the dinosaurs. At the same time, Dominion is extra exciting because it's bringing back the original Jurassic Park trio of Jeff Goldblum, Sam Neill, and Laura Dern. Their characters are guaranteed to have sizable roles in the new film, and they interact with the Jurassic World newcomers. The Colin Trevorrow-directed Dominion picks up years after 2018's Fallen Kingdom and takes place in a changed world, where dinosaurs now run freely among human society. Needless to say, this isn't a living situation that can last very long. At long last, the first full-length trailer for Jurassic World Dominion has arrived. Not only does it reveal plenty of dinosaur thrills, it also gives fans their first looks at a returning Dr. Alan Grant and the other original stars. The returns of original Jurassic stars have been discussed so much online that the trailer knows better than to keep them from audiences. Rather than wait for a thrilling last-second reveal, Alan, Dr. Sattler, and Dr. Malcolm factor prominently into the action, hinting at just how big a part they will play in Jurassic World Dominion. The moment that's saved for the end is that thrilling shot of the three of them together, which will no doubt elicit chills. It's also exciting to see them standing alongside Pratt and Howard, two Jurassic eras truly coming together. Beyond the excitement at seeing all these beloved characters uniting, the trailers shows Dominion is going all in on the dinosaurs in the real world concept. For example, a European city looks to be thoroughly overrun by these prehistoric creatures, making for a thrilling chase with Pratt's Owen Grady. The human's task will be to ensure these dinosaurs don't lead to their own extinction. As Malcolm warns at one point, his line even reveals the meaning behind the title Dominion, which refers to how humans are no longer the dominant figures on Earth. These heroes just might be facing their toughest crisis yet, and fans can't watch it all unfold in theaters this summer. In our next topic, MoviePass is coming back. Here's a few words you never thought you'd see again. MoviePass is alive. That's right, your favorite unsustainable movie company has revealed that they plan to relaunch this summer after a spectacular crash and burn in 2019 that was akin to a beautiful car wreck. Today, CEO Stacy Spikes unveiled the relaunch plans during a press conference akin to an Apple event. During the event, he explained the changes that will be implemented in the new version of the project, including a credit system that would allow users to use credits to purchase movie tickets for both themselves and a guest. Those credits will roll over to months if they don't get used. Quote, people didn't see MoviePass as a discount, they saw it as a discovery tool, which Spike said at the press conference, implying that MoviePass was seen as a curator of film instead of what it really was, a purveyor of dirt cheap movie access. Additionally, Spikes introduced an initiative for users where you can watch ads to earn free credits to use toward movie tickets. Your phone camera will literally track your eyeballs to make sure you watch the complete ad, and if you look away, the ad will pause. What it does is it basically creates a transaction between you and the brand, so it's basically a Black Mirror episode. That's just what we need. Finally, the CEO also revealed that a portion of the new company is available for investment to anyone who would be interested, and the monetary commitment would come with a lifetime membership to MoviePass. He noted that he wanted the MoviePass 2.0 initiative to be built by its fan base, but did not specify how interested parties could get involved. As for us movie-loving plebs, there's no word yet on how much MoviePass will cost. I'm expecting it to be a pretty penny, or at least a step up from the $10 price tag that put the business into a garbage can and kicked it down a steep hill to bankruptcy. It seems we will soon know if it's worth tapping back in, but based on the creepy ad eyeball tracking alone, I'm a little skeptical. Spikes founded MoviePass in 2011. Alongside Hammett Watt, the service allowed moviegoers to see a set number of movies per month in theaters for one monthly price, which fluctuated depending on your location. For example, major cities were more expensive, as their ticket prices tend to be higher. In 2017, the company was bought by Helios and Matheson analytics after years of just scraping by. Helio CEO Ted Farnsworth and new MoviePass CEO Mitch Lowe helped the company launch a $10 a month subscription price that included one movie per user per day. Subscriptions rose from 20,000 to about 100,000 in less than a year. MoviePass had over 3 million subscribers. You probably had a subscription yourself. And no surprise, I actually did. But then it really crashed and burned when I tried to use it. As history showed, that model wasn't sustainable. The company was basically hemorrhaging money. They fired Spikes in 2018, and he claims he raised concerns about the price point before he was dismissed. Both MoviePass and Helio Matheson filed for bankruptcy in 2020. MoviePass was actually under investigations by the FTC, SEC, 4 California district attorneys, and the New York Attorney General at the time of its filings. In 2021, Farnsworth and Lowe reached a $400,000 settlement with the California District Attorney's Office, as well as an undisclosed settlement with the FTC in November 2021. Spike's bid to buy back the company was approved by a Southern District of New York bankruptcy court. And now I guess we're about to welcome the Enron of movies back to the stage. Just proceed at your own risk. We've seen this film before. And now on to our favorite segment, is the Poddex segment. And today's question is, what's the best Pixar movie? Let us know in the comment section below what you think is the best Pixar movie. For me, I gotta go with Toy Story, because that really got me into Pixar movies. And it was the first one I think I watched as a kid. And it's just I gotta say the best part was Woody messing with the next door neighbor Sid. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Toy Story. How can you not love that movie? But if you want to support the show, you can buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/cinemagold. And please like and subscribe to the channel. And give us a review either on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or Good Pods. You can check us out on all major podcast platforms. Thank you so much for watching and listening. We will see you next time.